Hello everybody, this is Grant, my son is the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers RobotMasters review. This is one I've been wanting to do for absolutely ages, and I've never done this one before as far as I can remember. This is RobotMasters Beast Megatron, and I remember when these come out, and this was like the Japanese version of the Classics line, or the Universe line, I think, what was out at the time. Given us sort of like updated versions of classic characters. And this was an all-new version of Beast Wars Megatron, and I love Beast Wars, so I couldn't wait to get this. And the original Ultra version of the T-Rex Megatron was a good figure, had its problems, can't remember what, to be honest, but most figures usually do have their problems. You very rarely get a perfect figure. And then I think we got a smaller version, I can't remember now, it's been so long. We had the Transmetal and everything like that. But I think this is like one of the first updated versions of that mould. And I couldn't wait. And plus it was sort of like just around deluxe sized. And so that sort of ticked all my boxes really. Because I like this line because it did give us figures that were really pretty much all the same scale. So that was good, rather than have, when you've got a giant Starscream, small Soundwave and all that, it never really works too well. But this is a good line because it tried to get around that problem. So anyway, so this is the box. They all came in these weird boxes. I say weird because none of this is the first time none of the plastic was actually attached to the cardboard. So getting them in and out, this bits always end up either getting broke, bent or something like that. It's really hard to find a good condition box if you're looking to buy one. But it's a great figure. Right, I'm going to stop this here, just get it out very, very quickly. Right, so here he is out of the box, and the only accessory you do actually get this on is this generic sort of gun a lot of them came with. It is spring-loaded, and I believe a little button on the side. I don't know how powerful it is, but we'll find out. Oh, it's quite a good one. Anyway, but that's his little gun that he comes with, and that is the only accessory. It does come with his little instruction pack and everything like that. And I do like this because you do get a picture of Brave Maximus on the back there. Not exactly sure why, but that's pretty cool. I think it was just around the time that was coming out, or just after. But anyway, so this is Beast Megatron in his beast mode, and of course he is a T-Rex. Now, does he look exactly like Beast Wars Megatron? Not exactly. I mean, the head sculpt there is okay for a T-Rex, but it doesn't really look like Beast Wars Megatron to me, but but that's saying it. And the tail looks a little short and stumpy and no articulation in it. But he does have a nice green stripe. I can't remember what Megatron had in the TV show now offhand. You can move his little redundant arms, whatever they have. And you do get a lot of articulation in the robot legs. Of course, these panels here do move and rotate, and they do end up filling that gap. So it can look a little funny depending on where you put those legs. Like I say, so you just have to angle it round and hope for the best. Yeah. But he does stand particularly well when you want him to. Oh yeah, and the head does open and close and get some good chomping action in there. And he's got a nice little tongue in there. Yeah, he's all right. He ain't too bad. All right, so let's transform it. What we're going to do first, the first thing I think I'm going to do is attach the tail. It just sort of snaps off, providing you don't break it. There's quite a few tabs. Yeah, I don't really like doing that. It is very dodgy. Anyway, you see, you take that out. We'll come back to that a bit later. You can say it's parts forming, but the original did it as well, sort of. Once you've done that, you can just come around to here, and I like the way you can put both fingers on there and just open this up, and you're cracking the shell, and he is kind of a shell former, really. We bring these legs down, rotate them at the knees, like so. Get that ready. What are we going to do next? You're going to pull this section out, rotate them around, bring the head up, if you can get it up, that is. That's a bit dodgy, but there we go. And then just push this. There's a couple of little ports, there, and a couple of little tabs just in there. And you're going to make sure they snap straight into those, like so. Bring down the little the T-Rex little arms into there, and you can open up these a little bit. And that basically is Megatron now. Oh yeah, he's got some heel spurs just in there, and there we go. And now you can rotate these around. He's got his little sort of like hip guns, so like that on there. Just rotate him knees down, and there we have it. Now you can bring that one down, and he's got his other little arm and everything like that. And to be honest, he don't look too bad. I quite like him. His articulation in this arm can be a bit dodgy because you can't rotate the fist, but he's got the elbow bend going the wrong way. So, you know, you can't do a lot about that. But you can hold that gun in that hand. So there we go, there's that. But you can also open out this section here, bring that round, collapse that onto his hand like so. Push those bits around, that holds it there, and then he has that bit that he had in the old TV show, which looks a bit crap. But there we go. So he does have that going for him. You can pull out this little arm to give him sort of rotation, and the head is on a ball joint, which is good, so you can have him looking around, put him in a half decent pose like he's about to blast someone and everything like that. And he's not too bad. Alright, let's get a little size comparison going with, let's have a look, my wannabe RobotMasters figures that I've been buying lately. This is the Hot Soldiers soundboard, or whatever his name is, soundtrack, I can't remember. And he's quite a good size with him. He's a little bit smaller, but I'm happy with that sort of size range, really. Even though really Beast Wars Megatron is supposed to be the size almost just a bit bigger than a human, but there we go. But we can forgive it for this. Well, I can. I actually really like it. To be honest, he does have some nice hip rotation there. And then when you actually persevere, you can get him in a really good pose, or sort of anyway. Like, he doesn't have a Predacon, but he is a Decepticon in this. And he's not too bad. His little unhappy face there. That is actually pretty cool. Anyway, right, I do have the e-hobby version of this toy, which he came in silver and black. And I have no idea what the storyline was behind the e-hobby things. I don't usually used to buy the e-hobby stuff of this. Mainly just because I like the e-hobby stuff where it's sort of like homage the old G1 figures, like we had Road Hauler and things like that. Just these ones where they just gave us black versions, I was never amazingly keen on. But, you know, each of their own and everything. I bought them because at the time I probably just had more money than sense in some ways, and so I just sort of like tried buying lots and lots of things. Anyway, right, so this has been RobotMasters Beast Megatron. Not a bad figure. If you like him, track him down. He's probably one of the best sort of deluxe figures that they've done so far for Megatron. There's been one or two others that I think came out in the Cybertron line. I could be wrong. That was an okay figure, but I've never actually transformed it in hand. I've only ever seen pictures of it. Because I do have it, but he's just sealed on the card because I could never be bothered to open him, really. But it looked a good figure. And they've done quite a few different versions of that one. But I don't believe they've ever re-released these of any sort. But they're quite cool. I like them. Anyway, right, so this has been Graham, the Collector 75. Feel free to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And of course you can rate, comment, subscribe, and all the other usual stuff. Right, this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.